Alright, let's see if this is working. Hey there guys, Spancy Dragon here, aka Syntrams, and welcome to episode 27 Avorion Livestream. Brought to you by no one. My channel's not monetized. Ha! So, welcome everyone to the livestream. Before I start, a couple of reminders. First of all, if you're watching this livestream in post, then I will give a short summary as to what we have done over the hour and a half that this video is probably going to take, if you're, not the sort of person who likes to watch these build logs. And of course, don't do silly things in the chat, such as post links, but at the same time, please keep the discussion going, because I am having the chat on my second monitor. I'm going to be watching it, and I'm going to be responding to you and taking your suggestions as we go. So with that in mind, let me quickly check if the thing is doing its thing. I have my laptop next to me. Ah yes, there's my voice. Alright, ladies and gents, we are ready to start. Let's see. So, let me talk about what exactly it is that we're going to be doing today. Ever since our first livestream, which gave birth to the wondrous personality and visage that is Mr. Krabs, I've been trying to figure out where the hell do we put it in the context of things, because apart from Mr. Krabs, all of my other ships are at least somewhat grounded in reality, with perhaps the notable exemption of the Beluga, but even then, at this point, that ship is very much, simple. It has a Beluga theme, it has googly eyes, but at the same time, it's nothing like Mr. Krabs. So, my question is, what do we do with Mr. Krabs? In the previous episode, you have already noticed that the Mr. Krabs shape and size is something that the game devs obviously have never anticipated. Like, that thing is way too glorious for the AI maneuverability that Avorion produces, which means that as we go on, the longer we play this game, Mr. Krabs is going to be much more and more unyieldy and harder to control. So let's take a look at it. There it is in all of its glory. Mr. Krabs. The death of everything that you love. And I love. And everyone else loves. And probably the death of everything people hate, because it's just going to kill all of the things. So, TLDR, my idea is this. At some point in time, as we expand on Mr. Krabs, it is going to make less and less sense for the game to try and make it usable as a flagship, in the sense of a combat ship. It can be our grand master plan. It is our divine creation that we must bring to the center of the galaxy. But I have a feeling the more we work on this thing, the less feasible it is going to be as a combat ship. So instead, I want to make it into a spectacle. I want to make it pop. I want to make it something grandiose, and at the same time follow the same silly idea that we've been doing. It's like, it's a crab. Well, technically it's more of a lobster, but it has a frickin' face and a top hat. So, what do we do today? So, for those of you who saw those hints before, the one that I referenced in one of the previous episodes where I mentioned the Reaper, like the human Reaper for Mass Effect 2, well, for those who guessed it right, yes, that is exactly. We are going to expand the ship. But what do we add? Like, how do we make Mr. Krabs more usable as a ship? Well, it's easy. We give Mr. Krabs a body. I do not know how this is going to work. I do not know if the ship is even going to be physically flyable once we're done, but we are going to give Mr. Krabs a ribcage, a torso, and everything else. So, with that little spiel in mind, Let me take a look at the second monitor and greet everyone here. Hello Manny, hello Mitchell, hello Dragon, Shinji, and Pikey, and Igzorn. Mr. Krabs' only weakness, the game mechanics. Yes. So, yeah, all jokes aside, previous episode showed me that the AI pathfinding is going to be very problematic for large ships, and I want Mr. Krabs to become bigger. And I'm afraid that overall, the only way we could do this reasonably, right, is to make it either more elongated or anything else, but at that point it's just going to be a normal elongated ship which just happens to have a face and a top hat in the front. So that is a no-go for me. I think what's going to happen is we are going to kind of selectively make a... See, that's the question. How exactly do we go around this? Because I have a couple of ideas. Mr. Krabs needs salvage fighters and everything else. Yes, sure. But at the same time, we actually need places for that thing to actually be in, right? Become death again. Yes, exactly, Mitchell. Oh, so my overall idea is this. We keep the current Mr. Krabs as it is, and we are going to start off by doing the impossible. Well, first of all, we're going to save Mr. Krabs. We are actually going to just save the current design as Mr. Krabs, which is, by the way, currently almost 3.9 million credits worth. So, that's the thing. And today's episode is going to be started off by us disabling safe mode. Because what we're about to do is very much unsafe. So this is what I have in mind. I'm going to start off with something fairly similar. I'm going to set my not yet actually. Not yet. I'm going to select the integrity field generator for titanium because we have titanium in abundance and it's a relatively cheap material. So we can sort of start doing this with titanium and we can upgrade it later as we go on. So, what we are going to do here... Oh yes, it is going to be an expensive boy. What we are going to do today is... we are going to start off something like this. So, the thing is, I don't remember what my grade for anatomy was. But we are going to make... we're going to give Mr. Krabs a torso. This is not a dick. Like, don't censor me. This is not a dick yet. That being said, I do have a human, kinda, like a human skeleton 3D image, like, placed next to me. And so, in general, the neck shape, like the neck part, is about half the tallness of the human skull. But obviously this is not a human skull, this is Mr. Krabs we're talking about. So that is going to be a slightly problematic thing to actually recreate properly. And I'm going to be constantly kind of like going to one side and the other. I'm not going to go for like a complete like one-to-one perfect recreation of a human skeleton here, because that is going to be kind of interesting. But we are actually going to give it a kind of a... Well, first of all, I kind of want to make sure that I don't accidentally misplace something. So there we go. So that is the overall shape, right? And over here, let me consult the 3D model again. Let's take a look where exactly is the I think it's somewhere around here. that we are going to start seeing the beginnings of, like, shoulders. And yes, again, like, I'm fully aware that this is a, you know, this is not how, this is not how it works. But hey, if we're going to make Mr. Krabs into a frickin' Reaper, we might as well do it. Yes, and we are going to give him a cape, and also a necktie. So, I kind of wonder how are we going to do this in practice, because how much did we have? Oh wow, like this amount of integrity field, by the way, is actually chomping off like more than 500,000 credits per block. So whatever we build after this better be worth it, because otherwise this is going to be very expensive very fast. I'm currently looking at that 3D model. Okay, I'm actually going to help you guys a little bit. And we are actually, like, one of the things I'm going to do is remove the hands, like, remove the claws off of Mr. Krabs, because then you can kind of see what I'm actually doing here. Because otherwise the hands are kind of distracting from, you know, what we're actually doing here. Yes, a bright pink necktie. That is exactly what's going to happen. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. I don't know, maybe we should actually turn, like, we're going to make all of this from titanium armor instead. And then we're going to just selectively place integrity field generators, because otherwise, like, this is going to be very, very expensive. Well, I mean, it's going to be very expensive in general anyway. But there we go. Let's get some of that money back real quick. And after this, I can just kind of, you know, turn these into the integrity field generators as I see fit. But yeah, this kind of overall design is also going to help us with placing new systems inside. Because hey, why? Like, if you're gonna have a rib cage, you might as well put something inside of it, right? So anyway. It is going to be kind of like this. You know, I think I might be slightly thick. But I'm just kind of looking at the 3D image, and I can't get the proportions right. Like, I don't know how long this portion of the body needs to be. It looks like, okay, it's like 2 Mr. Krabs worth of... Okay, so this is the neck. Like, this is the neck portion. This is where the shoulders start, right? I've never drawn, so human anatomy and proportions is kind of a mute subject for me. We are going to have a big O chest O over here, so I guess we're going to just kind of make that right now. Kinda like that? Yeah, sure. Yeah, that seems perfectly fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with this image at all. There's absolutely nothing wrong with this. Let's give Mr. Krabs a frickin' 6-pack. And perhaps his nipples will also shoot laser turrets. I'm not exactly sure just yet. Okay, I actually got this wrong. This needs to be inversed. So this is going to be the place where it kind of goes like this. And then it kind of splits open. It probably splits open already, like, some time ago, but there we go. It kind of looks like it has tiny legs, actually. Oh dear. This is going to be interesting to build. I like, the more I do this, the more I realize this is actually going to be a pain in the ass to build correctly and in a way that kind of makes sense. So these are going to be our ribs. Do we remove the bottom 2 ribs for Mr. Krabs? Would you guys say that he would like that sort of thing? Cannon nipples. Yeah, we need to save that for when the, when we get to, like, coaxial guns. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this. I promise to you, this is still not violating the Geneva Conventions. I think. I hope. So, today's episode on human anatomy with Spazzy. Probably not this. And this is where we have the shoulder blades-ish, kind of. We'll probably have to, like, remove many of this and just... Oh... Guys? His shoulder blades will need to house the Geneva Convention was already violated when Mr. Krabs was born. God damn it, Manny. You're supposed to think what to tell the governors. Oop. Oh, this is gonna be... This is not a good idea. But I don't care. So the thing is, we actually lost a fair bit amount of our energy generation storage, so all of that is something that we'll need to actually fix. You know, relatively soon, as soon as we kind of stop memeing around here with Mr. Krabs' nipples. That is not something I ever thought I would, like, say during my streams, but here we go. Kinda like this. So these are going to be the ribs that don't connect to the rib cage. You know for a fact that this is going to be terrible, right? This is already terrible, and you know it. And we haven't even given him, like, crab claws yet. I mean, we could sort of, like, set the overall location for them already. They're kind of connected-ish, forwards-ish from the... Ah, yes. Beautiful. And then the whole thing is kind of... Oh dear, what am I doing? It kind of expands up to here. This is just a general, like, mock-up. Like, don't worry if it's not pretty just yet. Yeah, this is gonna be fine. This is gonna be completely fine. You know what the worst part is? I just remembered something. I hope you will not mind me doing this. But I need to do something real quick. Let's load up the sandbox real quick. Mr. Krabs is sexy and you know it. What I need right now is a copy of the Mr. Krabs claws. So I can put them on where the arms are. So, this is just a sandbox that I made. Don't worry about it. Dazd. Build menu, save designs, Mr. Krabs, apply design. Let's... Like, all we're looking for is this part of Mr. Krabs that we need right now. We're just going to really quickly just grab all of that, right? Something like this. I'm trying to select most of it. Oh. It goes. Welcome, Ben. How goes it? Yeah, it goes. That's all I can say about it. So we're going to save the template. And we're gonna call this the Big Meaty Claw. Obviously. Right? And with that in mind, let's go back. Oh, this is gonna be terrible. I like how this is gonna be terrible has kind of become the default thing to say during these live streams, because you know that this is going to happen. And the things that are going to happen are gonna be interesting. Okay, time to ingest coffee and hopefully not choke on it again. Coffee is not to be inhaled. Oh dear. Oh dear. It's not moving, guys. Oh, this is gonna be amazing. Okay. Let's take the Big Meaty Claw to clipboard. Do you see what I'm trying to do here? This is fine. This is completely fine. There is absolutely nothing to worry about. This is completely fine. Yes. This is fine. There is nothing wrong with this, and I'm just gonna really quickly, let me just... You know this needs to happen now. Like, do not worry about it, guys. Like, this will be fine. I promise you, we are still a kid show. Oh dear. Mr. Krabs' nipples are off-center. I do not know what to do. This is terrible, and you know it. Help. I have seen death. It is looking at me. It is watching. Ever vigilant. Oh dear. So, let's open up our stats for a moment. Jesus Christ, what is that? I assure you it is not Jesus. I assure you it is not, in fact, Jesus. Only if it... Don't worry, guys. We'll give it a, what's the face? Okay, so first of all, required energy 21485, which is really strange. I thought we do in oh, no. Wait, stop. We copied one claw. Just a moment. Energy generator? Yeah, because the other one is the container, and we don't have the energy generator. That's the thing. Where's the trinium one? Trinium generator, there we go. Yes. Oh, only 5 million credits? Yeah, let's scale that back a little bit. Oh dear. There we go. The nipples look a little like eyes. Nipple indoctrination. Ah, yes. Guys, I think it actually turns. Oh no. Oh no. I need to put these on top then. Guys! No. Okay, I'm gonna really, really quickly regret doing this, but I have to do it. What is this? Titanium glow. Yeah, we can't have titanium glow, can we? Let's just make it into trinium glow instead. Oh dear. Oh, no color. Forget. Okay. Let me very quickly set it back. This one was just pink, and this one was a darker shape of pink. Yes, there we go. That thing will haunt my dreams. Yes, you and me both, sir. You and me both. So, let's select by deeps. Ah, yes. Neonite are better? But that's titanium glow. Wait, that's... Frickin' hell. Okay, I sort of flummoxed something up along the way. Don't worry about it. Trinium, yeah, there we go. Now it's fine. Okay, so laser turret. Perfect. Next. Laser turret. Perfect. Next. Double laser turret. Perfect. Next. Laser turret. Perfect. Next. Double laser turret. Perfect. Next. More laser turret. Guys. Guys. I cannot, like... I cannot do this properly. Yes. Also, come on, we can't give Mr. Krabs nipples and not put lasers on them. It's against the law. It's against the claw. Speaking of claws, okay. Question for those of you who know this. Do regular engines... Okay, so if I put engines, like, on the body, if I put it away, like, to the sides, if I wanted to turn sideways, would the engines assist that? Or do I need thrusters for that? Because I'm not exactly sure. And... I mean, I guess there's one way to find out. Let's just make titanium engines. You know, like, big uns. Making them pink was not a... Oh, wait. Wait. I didn't need to do that, did I? I can simply look at the... Okay, which one is it? Yaw, pitch, roll? Okay, whatever. Well, let's just make this into, like, a directional thruster. A titanium thruster. And just scale it back as big as it goes. And let's see for how if at all it changes. Yeah, engines do nothing for turning the ship. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Volgood. I'm just... Okay, 2 big old blocks of engines actually seems to make things... Okay, I mean, I'm pretty sure we've had moments when Mr. Krabs wasn't even this agile. So this is actually a thing that can be done. So obviously I'm not going to make them pink like this, obviously. But yeah, so what I'm thinking right now is the engines, like the engines that propel Mr. Krabs forward, are going to be mounted inside the shoulder blades. So, let's go back to Neonite for a bit, because right now Neonite is the most abundant that we currently have. And let's simply find the center of this place, and just put down two big... Okay, first of all, let's... Please don't use that color. It's terrible. My god, it moves. Yes, yes it does, sir. It does, in fact, move. And, okay, let's do this properly. Let's actually go for middle snap for this thing. Okay, there's one. So, for those of you who are currently wondering why I'm not using our pre-made engine, it would look too good. Mr. Krabs is a rough, amazing piece of work. But yeah. Okay, so now this thing is going to move forward. That is good. That is okay. And now, we need to make sure that it can actually move in other directions as well. So, something like this. Something like this. So we're kind of fleshing out the arms. There we go. Okay, let's quickly take a look at this. Does this... Well, okay, obviously it's not as good at... actually, I think it's just as good. I mean, this is still terrible, but, you know, still. This is perfectly fine. Right. So we currently have that covered. I think now it's time for something else. Unless... its acceleration is tremendously poor. What to do? I could give it a backpack with the, you know, interesting thrusters. Actually, yeah, let's take a look. How would it look like with those thrusters? So this is the, not the thrusters, the engines, rather. Ah, yes. There we go. So I'm kind of wondering, like, if we place it here... Well, first of all, it would look kind of silly if I just placed it like that. So it's kind of like one over here. No, it can't be over there. Okay, no. I need to very quickly just place a thing to place the engine on. Copy to clipboard. Increase big. We need to increase the big, okay? It's this part over here that's currently the problem. Let's just quickly remove that. I can replace it later. Ah, yes. Boosh. I mean, see, these are way too neat. They are not of the same aesthetic. They do not have nipples. Oh dear. It moves. My friends, it is move. I wish you would know just how terrible this is. And how beautiful it is. I am just Just... I like how it counts as knocked. Trade resources. No. Take. There we go. I saw the green icon, by the way. I was kind of... sent you a little something when you're taking a break. I'll take a look at it, dude. Okay, right now, I'm afraid that right now, this is really as good as it gets. Because this is not yet finished. Like, this is completely not yet finished. Because there's a couple of things that Mr. Krabs currently lacks that needs to become a thing. And I'm going to... Well, first of all, this thing is completely unnecessary now. Because it's not like it's doing anything here. I really don't think that this... Okay, let's... this is... Okay, that's the integrity field generator. Okay, guys, are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? I'm ready for this. I am so frickin' ready for this. I have been ready for this for my entire frickin' life. How do I... Okay, let's take a... Okay, first of all, let's remove the middle snap. Ah, yes, there we go. There is a way to do this. Probably, yeah, there we go. Okay, it's not the correct size. It's actually not the correct size here either. What the hell? Okay, let's copy paste that. Is it the correct size? Yes. Also, of course, it has to come out the top hat, guys. Like we can't not have it come out the top hat, right? Okay, I have this feeling that this hat might actually not be of... Okay, let's actually do it something like this. The game is slightly screwy with me right now, so I'm not exactly... Okay, I think it's the global snap scale that is currently screwing with me. Okay, there we go. So, my question is, I'm currently This is a lot more annoying than I thought it would be. Okay, there we go. So my question is, if I put it here, is it completely filled? Oh wow, it actually is. Okay, there we go. Mr. Krabs has fighters now. So here's a cool little mechanic. So this is the... This means that it currently has an exit, right? This means that it currently has an exit. Now, this is the amount that it currently has. It has place for 16 small fighters, 2 large fighters, or 5 medium fighters. Right? But here's the fun thing about it. Now that it has one exit, like at least one exit, I can put this thing anywhere else and have it completely red. Like, take a look at this. Like, it's completely red right now, but I just increased my hangar space by 1,354. Boom! This is going to be terrible, and I actually just ran out of money. So obviously that is not where I want to put it. Kind of. Okay, let's actually go back to what we had before. Let's go to, like, default settings right now. This is going to be fine. This is going to be fine. Let's go to middle snap again, just for the sake of consistency. And yeah, there we go. Yeah. So you can add your hangar base anywhere you want, as long as you have a exit. Oh, right, the pink tie. Yeah, obviously, I cannot forget about that. But first, now we need to do something very specific. I mentioned that this is going to be a thing that we need to do And it kind of looks like we are almost fully covered anyway, because of some of the, you know, design choices from the past. But at the same time, we do not have some places perfectly covered, so I'm going to very quickly do that as well. Something like this. Oh, wait. There we go. Now it should do it properly. So all we're doing here right now is just making sure that as much as everything as we can is going to be covered, by the way. Something like that. The mouth plan... Okay, so the mouth plan is very simple. I don't want to go with the mouth plan, because that means we actually have to get rid of the teeth. And I don't know about you, but I like the teeth, so, yeah. I don't want to get rid of the teeth. They look perfectly well. So, yeah. That's kind of it for now, because we just lost a lot of things, yeah, in terms of credits. So, there is a bit of a trouble now, and this trouble I just noticed, by the way. Commanding fighters, yes, don't worry about it. We don't have enough everything, and the problem right now is... Well, first of all, we're not in the correct place, so... I actually forgot where the main place was. Okay, I have the memory of a slightly challenged goldfish. A pink bow and a tie? Are you sure about that? Freedom Gamma, Brightness Beta, Empathy 5. I just... Prime. No? Okay, where's a... Freaking hell. Hey you, where's your home sector? I lost it. Oh no, we're not even the frick... Oh no. Guys, I made a oopsie. Okay, so, for those of you who don't know, I can only get generals and high caliber guys from main places like that. So that means that we actually deadass need to very, very quickly, as quick as possible before the crew starts immunity, go to the previous guys to whom we still have a reasonably good... Ah, yes, tractor me. Bring me closer. Yeah, we need to actually go and grab ourselves a lot of things. So let's hire crew. I don't think that's gonna be enough. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. I am slightly worried that we might not actually have the amount of... I don't think we actually have amount of crew to do this properly. I'm just gonna slurp. This is problematic. Do I have the... Yeah, I do have auto assign. Oh dear. Very good flying, boy. There's one in your sector. Yeah, military outposts. There is one, but I don't think they give all of them. Hire crew. Yeah, see? It's not that. No, you need, like, these high level ones are bought from, well, hired from diplomatic institutions. And we don't actually have enough credits for this either. So things are about to get very interesting. Right, so. So my question right now is, first of all... Yes, tractor me back. Well, first of all, I don't think we will be able to request a transport, simply because we're not friendly enough. That being said, I am going to part with all of my neonite reserves. Just so that we can get some money for it. And now let's hope that we actually have enough request transport. 1 million credits! Okay, so it's my relations and the price. Yeah. So my question right now is, we actually have a problem where, like, morale is going to drop over time until the guys are actually going to start, like, you know, raising hell inside the ship. And that's going to be a bit of a problem. So what about the systems? Ah, yes, systems. So, what is gonna... Oh dear. I'm actually somewhat tempted to put a bypass system on this thing, just so I can just ram into people. Oh, this is gonna be interesting as hell. So what do you even have? I'm just gonna slurp all, like, every single thing that you own, I'm just gonna frickin' buy. Also, we have a lot of, you know, a lot of money in the size, like, in the shape of a lot of systems that we can sell. I did obviously want to keep them for the research station, but I do believe that this constitutes as a bit of a priority to... Yes. Grab hold of me and pull me closer, so I can take everything that you have. So, let me just... And then I can just This is terrible! This is actually terrible! This is genuinely terrible, and I made a mistake. I've no clue why I forgot that I needed a lot of crew if I'm going to do something like this. But it's that mistake that is going to probably cost us a lot of money. Like, if morale drops low enough, these guys are going to start leaving the ship. As far as I know. So, yeah. Ah, right. This is terrible and you know it. Imagine being a space pirate and having that thing warp in front of you. Okay, so I have just made myself a disastrous situation, out of which I think we can recover, but it is going to require some amount of effort. So first of all, I'm going to just slurp everything that we have here. Just a question, why did you not build this in creative? Good question. I didn't want to cheat, I guess. That's the obvious answer. Like, this thing is here to do the big do's. Lucky you saved Mr. Crab old self. Save the ship and go back to your old one. I guess I could do that. The cult of Mr. Krabs. So what kind of crew do you have here? Ah, you have mechanics. I want them. Give them to me. Yeah, just like the Reaper sound. So yeah, I'm just gonna... Let's just start off with all of the... Just sell. Just sell. This is gonna be perfectly fine, just... You know, if I keep doing this, we might actually be able to get away with this. Because I think I'm increasing my reputation with these guys. Guys, am I increasing my reputation with these guys by selling all this trash to them? Like, that's an actual question here, because I do not know. Okay, so that's a civilian. I don't care about the internals. Military radar upgrade. I'll keep that. Shield ionizer does not. Do not. Ah, yes, the Beluga is having a fit now. Beluga is having a fit now. I kind of want to... Is that Beluga? Yes. Stop. Just shh. Just shh for a moment, please. I want to go to my sell items. Okay, radar upgrades. Okay, we're not selling those things. We are selling some of this. Because we might as well. Like, I'm selling everything that I don't need right now. Just for the sake of getting them credits back. No, you need to trade goods for reputation. Or materials, as far as I know. Wait, technically I can sell all of my Xanion, since I'm technically speaking not using it anyway right now. And hope for the best. Because the problem is, it's not like we have a lot of time. Don't worry about all of these turrets that I'm selling. Due to the amount of stuff that we kind of salvage over time, we're gonna get all of this back very, very quickly. And I just need the money right now. Like, we don't care about the titanium things. We don't really care about any turrets that aren't, like, our mining turrets or something else. And especially titanium. Chain gun. Gonna keep that one, though. And the tritium one as well. Like, those we're obviously gonna, you know, actually keep. You know, technically speaking, we can't even keep anything that's from Neonite at this point. Oh, dear, what's going on over there? Oh, this is gonna be terrible. Just double check that the live stream is still doing its thing. Okay, let's see. Bolter, Neonite. Cannon turret, triple plasma turret. Again, we will probably just get this back very quickly enough. So I don't really feel too bad about selling all this. Okay, there we go. And there we go, 6 million. So my question here is, if I go back over here and just sell all of my materials, well, not all of them, obviously, no. Do I increase my reputation? And for how much? I really like the tractor beam mechanic. So obviously I don't have anything here. So trade resources, sell. I'm going to sell, for example, 10,000 Xanian, right? Okay, improved... That is not a lot! I didn't... Okay, yeah, I got 5 million credits for all of that junk that I should have sold some time ago, but the problem is, I was going to keep that junk for the research station. So, oh... There we go. Well, relations improved by 5,000. So who are these guys again? These are the, oh, the poo guys. Yeah, of course. Diplomacy. Neutral. It wasn't enough. Yeah. Am I docked? No, I'm not. Well, no, technically I am. Okay, let's hire crew. I want everything you have! You know, at some point we are just going to start having to buy... Okay, does it really matter? Does it even matter anymore? Like, remember how I said that at some point I want to actually start using the trained crewmen? Missing workforce 1,175. Missing workforce 828. What's our maximum crew count? It's certainly not that, so we actually need to prepare for that. And honestly, I don't want to put too much effort into that. I need it cheap. So, iron crew quarters it's gonna be. Just crew. 6,000! Yeah. This will be fine. Yeah, I realize that is an easy... Like, the slavery mission is an easy mission to do, but we don't currently have a ship to do them with, is the problem. So, yeah, I guess we're about to just... I'm just gonna start purchasing every single bit of regular crew. Did I see my whole... No. Well, I mean, it's only 2.37 million. I'm pretty sure, like, before the stream started, people started talking about their builds, and I think someone said they had a maximum of, like, 15 million? This is fine. Everything is on fire. This is fine. Not on my watch. Not on my watch. It's like, oh no, I have to be quick before the crew starts a mutiny. Pirates, not on my watch. I don't see what I'm shooting, by the way. So sorry for any amount of friendly fire. Let me just... Ah, yes, there we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, this was something that I was afraid of. Oh, there we go. 2,441. Your ship has low morale, productivity will decrease, and the crew will eventually leave. Oh... This is fine. I am sure that all of this is fine. Oh, I see a legendary. Get out of the way, Cupcake. I need... Get out of the way. Get out of the way, I see a slurpage. Ah yes, a high-tech trading system. That is exactly what I want. That is exactly what I need right now. No, I need more crew members. Which I have a feeling like I will actually... Oh, come on, dude. Oh, dear. Okay, you know what the worst part right now... The worst part right now is that I could technically just get all of the crew members, right? But my current morale is so freaking low. Okay, this is actually a stupid moment. Okay, so hear me out. If I currently grab all the crew members, it's gonna fill up all the mechanic and the engineer slots, and up to, I think it was the 2 striped ones, right? Here's the problem though. I do not currently have enough reputation to buy the good ones. You know, the commanders and everything else. I don't have enough for that. And here is the punchline. Here's the punchline. By the time it would take me to actually get them, by the time the crew on this ship will have left. Oh, this is... maybe an academy block to train your officers? A what block? Academy block? Do I have that? Xanian Academy? What does it do? Academy for training crew members. Small collision damage reduction. Cloning pods. For cloning crew member. I did not know that these are things. Wait, stop. Do you think it's going to be quick enough? Like, do you, we actually saw the art. Jesus fucking Christ. Guys, I don't think that's an option anymore. I did a dumb. I did not know that we had that. Like, I did not know that there was... I mean, we have a Trinium Academy. But that does not solve the problem with the... oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. We got so far. But in the end... Oh, this is going to be terrible. I think what's going to happen is I will have to cheese it. It takes about 15 minutes to an hour depending on the type of crew. Yeah, I don't have that. Oh, it clones a stack of crew? Okay, I think what's going to happen is I'm going to have to save the current design as Mr. Krabs 2. Yeah, sure. And just go back to Mr. Krabs. And then I have to, like, let go a lot of the crew because I physically don't have enough. Oh, actually, no, I do have enough room. Guys, I need your help. Okay. The cheesiest way to do this is to go back to Mr. Krabs. Right. Here's a thought, scale down the ships. I don't want to use the scaling tool. I think it's lazy. Like, if I want to make a ship, I need to, like, you know, add to it or rebuild it. I don't want to use the scaling tool. That was the only... Like, I only had 2 limitations for this live stream. One was to never use the scaling tool for ships, you know, the overall ship. And secondly, before advancing to the next material, I needed to make sure that all my ships were sufficiently made out of the previous one, right? Those were the two things. I could scale down Mr. Krabs, yes, of course, but that would be going against it. So, here's the question. There are two ways to do this right now. One is to go back to Mr. Krabs, which I think is kind of cheesy. And the second one is to remove all of the crew that I currently have. Like, all of the crew. And just let it mothball. Like, let it mothball for now. Until I can get a good enough reputation with these guys that I can just order my crew from the shipyard. You could build a special ship or a station for Cloning Academy. Yes, I could, but it's gonna take a while. So I think that one thing, like, I think the simplest way to do this is go to the ship menu, and I can simply just remove all of our guys except for the captain, right? Just remove all of our crew. Then I can work with a different ship. I can work up the reputation with these guys, or go back okay, wait, stop. I have an idea. Are we quick enough? Are we quick enough to go back to these guys? Are we quick enough to actually go back? You know, this is going to be interesting. Where is a ship with a view? I need to make sure that there is nothing in front of Mr. Krabs. Mr. Krabs, you are going to go on an adventure! Ah, yes. So, yeah, let's go. We're going to go back. We're going to go back all the way. Before we do, I think it was... who? No, not the swordfish. It was... Beluga. Okay. Go over here, please. Mine. Jump back. Refine ore. Go back. Loop. Okay, so... the one thing about Mr. Krabs is that Mr. Krabs has a terrible cooldown. Yeah. It is going to be terrible. And the thing is, the only way I can do this is... okay, so in order to make sure that this livestream is not boring while it makes its way towards the destination, I am going to continue exploring with the ship with a view. Take a look. As long as we're in empty systems, the cooldown is actually not that bad. Like, it's actually not as bad. So my question is, do we have... oh, a research satellite. Yeah, I remember that place. So we're gonna tell Mr. Krabs to actually go over there. Yeah, it's actually not as bad. It's time for... it's actually time for saving Mr. Krabs. So, yeah. Okay, small reminder for everyone who just joined. We are currently trying to improve Mr. Krabs without, you know, doing something too stupid. The moment here to remember is that the live stream has a delay of 40 seconds. So everything that you write, you will hear me acknowledge in like 40 seconds. Oh, we have N wreckage, and more N wreckage, and a ship with a view. Okay, that's interesting. Add note, wreckage station. You could use ship with a view to recover Hind personnel, deliver them to Mr. Krabs. it's probably easier to just go there to a shipyard and request a full crew. Like, at this point. Someone called Tom Hanks. We're now saving Private Mr. Krabs. I don't know, does he look like a private to you anymore? Looks like more of a lieutenant. Ships are attacking the sector. What? Okay, that's a thing that just happened. Who are you? A raider. Don't care. Oh, I do care. I do care now. And suddenly, just like that, I started caring. See how quickly people start caring if you have a gun? In the meantime, let me very quickly take a look around here. What were these guys actually protecting? Because... Oh, this? Is that it? Huh. I was kind of hoping for something more. Well, you can recover it, you have to order it, but you need to have good relations with them. Hello. I'm just gonna whiz right back. So remember how I said that the engine bypass systems are basically cheese? And it kind of breaks the game a little bit? Like, with this ship, I should be afraid of those guys, but obviously I'm not. Mr. Krabs is the machine. Yes! God, that crew is gonna cost a fortune to pay. Yes, yes it is. So we will need to buckle down our bow rattle and hope for the best. Okay, where is... Okay, this is Prime. I'm going to tell Mr. Krabs to actually get there. Actually, my question is, do I have good relationships with those guys? Like, good enough to order a crew from them? Look at this guy go. It's like, noom. I am go fast. I am speed. Yeah, that is gonna be very expensive. I look forward for it. Like, it's not the worst thing. It's better than having to rebuy all of that crew again, I think. Maybe. Probably. And at the same time, it's not like we're losing, you know, we're losing time because... Hey, look, it's Mr. Oh, no. This actually counts as a non-empty system, doesn't it? Brace for bankruptcy, yes. Well, I mean, it's not really that bad. I mean, we can just sell materials again. So the idea of, like, mining for mats... and then mining, like, selling the mats for money are a thing. Christ. I did not expect that. That just gave me a fright. Like, I have these good headphones on my ears, and yeah, that was most certainly a thing that just happened. Where's Mr. Krabs? Ah, yes, there's Mr. Krabs. Okay, so here's the headquarters. See, this is where all of the big shot generals and everything else are sold. But yeah. Okay, so hire crew, request transport. Everyone press F. Just press F. Everyone press F. You know what this means. We are going to go all the way back. Oh. You know how I said, like, when someone back, like, a year ago said they would really enjoy my Let's Plays more if I sweared less? I started swearing a lot less. And today it is quite tempting to do the opposite. I mean, there's no way these guys can tell me to frick off, right? Japel, I went all the way back to the previous sector where I have good relationships with these guys. Good isn't not enough to ask for a full selection of... yeah. Yep. Drop a swear bomb. You earned it. I guess it's not that bad. As soon as Mr. Krabs is in this system, we can just take the wormhole and just go back. Oh, I guess I'm going to make up for some lost time by... I'm just gonna, like, look around for maybe I can find some sort of space thingy. Oh, I actually... why did I send it here? Now it's gonna have, like, a very long cooldown. I should have sent it to a completely empty system. So yeah, mistakes were made. I did not know what kind of reputation limit I needed in order to buy a whole crew from a ship. But apparently it has to be excellent. You know, it's going to be interesting when it turns out it has to be, like, allied or something. Then you know you've completely messed it up. Yeah. So, that's a thing that just happened. Oh. You know what? Considering I have the day off tomorrow, since it's, you know, Easter holidays, space thingy, I meant the warp drive upgrade. So, here's the thing. Considering it's, like... can she add more hyperspace upgrade systems to lower the cooldown? I think so. It's just that they're kind of rare to come by. That's the problem with it. But... yeah, that is the current situation with this. And Mr. Krabs... can Mr. Krabs even go through gates now? I'm not exactly I mean, the trigger for the actual transition is somewhat, you know, beyond the gate itself, like the physical gate. So, I guess. So yeah, as I was saying, like, this live stream has gone on for exactly... almost an hour and a half, as I predicted. So yeah, considering I do have a day off tomorrow, maybe we would do another live stream, just pick it off from where we have it right now. That might be easier to do. Your salvaging license will run out in 2 minutes. Renew it immediately and save yourself some trouble. What? I have a salvage license? Yeah, I probably do, but... What's the worst thing that can happen? The worst thing that can happen is if I'm going to go back to the very start of the game, and I'm going to find out... that it's actually impossible to jump. Oh, okay, there we go. Mr. Krabs is about to jump. Whoop, there he goes. Hey, I didn't frickin' scare myself this time. That's already a big thing. Yeah, two live streams in a row. I'm spoiling you. Hey, look at him go. Look at that thing go! Velocity 1000. Maybe oh dear. Is he just going to knock over the gate? Like, I know I made the comparison to Mass Effect, but this is the frickin' Batarian colony tragedy thing where he just slams the frickin' asteroid inside the mass relay. It's just that instead of a asteroid, you're being slammed with Mr. Nips. Okay, let's help this guy a little bit. How is my crew doing? Like, I know the morale drops over time. Oh dear. Oh dear. What? What? There's a goddamn rift in front of me. What am I going to do? Oh, Christ. Okay. I guess we're just going to... This is actually a disaster. Frick your gate! You don't get a gate. If I don't get a gate, you don't get a gate. I'm taking your gate with me. If I don't get a gate, you don't get a gate. Oh, okay, At least I know what to use as today's video's thumbnail. Scale him down. I can't use the scaling tool. You know that. Okay, yeah, first of all, did I actually put it inside of an empty system? Yes, I did. I mean, I will have to go the long way around, obviously. But it's okay. We'll figure it out. This is doable. Like, this is actually doable, it's just kind of annoying. It's just kind of annoying that it's in this sort of situation, that's it. Otherwise, it's completely fine. Shall we stop here? Just leave the everything else for the next... for the, like, tomorrow's live stream? Because, I mean, okay, so that's like 2 jumps, then the wormhole, then the jump to the next wormhole. It's not gonna take a while. Yeah, at least Mr. Krabs can go... Dude, he's so big, he might as well make the frickin' wormhole. I might as well explore a little bit. Salvage the gate. If I can't use this gate, no one can. I should have frickin' rammed it into it. Oh. Hi, Freelancer Warzone. If only you would know. Okay, actually, I'll show you in a moment. Do you want to see what's up? Do you actually want to see what's up? Okay, first of all, not here. We're waiting for a friend. Yeah, I'm waiting for a friend as well, and if he still had all of his weapons, I would totally send him here. Yeah. At least he can still go. Okay, Freelancer Warzone. Basically what happened is that I upgraded Mr. Krabs to the point where I ran out of crew, and now I cannot... Like, and I cannot get the crew because I don't have good relationships with the people that are over there. And we're talking about multiple thousands of crew that I cannot, you know, assemble through stations. And my crew is currently rioting and leaving, and so, you know, that's the thing. And also Mr. Krabs looks like... Are you ready for this? Also, why does this place have things in it? I'm pretty sure I sent him into an empty system. So Mr. Krabs literally became absorbed and you used up half of the resources of the galaxy. Yeah, kind of. Basically that. And now it's stuck in that system because the thing is slow. Also, it's kind of strange because I'm pretty sure that place was... It was empty until it wasn't. So, I don't really know what to do there. At least I know for a fact this place is empty. Alright, ladies and gents. I am actually going to stop the live stream here. We are going to continue this little excursion back to the, like, the very start of the galaxy in tomorrow. And I think it's going to be somewhere around the same time as well. Huh? Oh, right, this is the... Yeah, it's a minor setback. An emphasis on setback, because we're going all the way back to the frickin' starting system! No. Distance, descending relationships. And yeah, it's just... Yeah, it looks like we just have to go there. Just about to set up for the suicide mission Mass Effect 2 when you just went and did the actual Human Reaper in Avorion 2, cause why not? With a top hat, no less. Dude, we still haven't, like, we haven't even gotten to the frickin' bow tie yet. But I need, you know, the ship to do the thing. So, yeah. Alright guys, I'm going to stop for now, and I'll see you in the amazing adventures of Spazzy meets game mechanics tomorrow. Thanks for joining me, guys. Big thank you. Thanks for sticking with me through my suffering. And yeah, this is gonna certainly be a thing. So yeah, until later, guys. Thanks for sticking with me.